-5. Right, morning everyone. It's Friday the 5th of March. I'm at Stafford Moor again, on Beatty's Lake. It's freezing. It's beautiful, but it's freezing. As you can see, we've got some ice on the water. It was -7 as I've driven up here today. It's high pressure. It's going to be easterly wind. And all in all, I shouldn't really have any hope of catching anything. But I'm quietly confident. We've got a nice bit of area to myself. There are 6 others on the lake. And I'm kind of in the southwest corner of Beatty's. Not really where I'd planned to be honest. I want it to be on the back of the wind, but hopefully the wind might stay a bit still today. And if it does blow up and the sun come out, I have got to my advantage a couple of back bays, as they call them. Just little ponds behind the main pond where the fish can come in from the main lake under the bridge into here. And as I've walked around here this morning, especially in the far back lake, I have seen quite a bit of fizzing. So the temperature's going to rise today. Will that bring the fish up? Probably into the upper layers. I'm going to start on the chods, I think, because they were successful there last time. Fished at a distance out in between that gap, and we'll see how we get on. Cheers. Right, rods are out. 3 chods, 2 on orange tutti frutti, 1 on corkball pop-up Scopex krill mealworm special. I've got the rods elevated because I don't know whether you can see, there's just a bit of ice a couple of rod lengths out, so just got to raise the rod tips just to get the line above that. Got the line hanging nice and slack as per last time we were here, just to stop those liners. We'll see how we get on. Lovely day. Right, it's 1 o'clock. It's been a bit of a slow morning. Had my 3 rods out on chod rigs, out at distance. But nothing. So it is cold, but bright, and the sun has got some power in it, as you can see. All the ice has gone now from this morning. So what I've done now is, off that island, I've got a zig rig. I've got some sport. I'm putting out over the top of it. It's about 3 feet. I'm fishing about 1.5 to 2 foot pink bit of foam. I'm going to change the colour of the zig material every hour. I'm spodding every half an hour. Got a bottom bait just past the island, white 18mm Scopex, and I've got a chod rig with a tutti frutti, halfway between here and the island. It's turned into a beautiful day. Be having a bit of a mosey around here a bit later, I think. Absolutely gutted. 3 o'clock, tutti frutti chod, off it went, pulled into it. My own fault really. Tried to grab the camera to get a bit of footage, and as I was holding the rod, hook pulled. Gutted. Oh well, off we go again. Unbelievably, just lost another fish. I can't believe it. I can't even remember the last time I hooked a fish and lost it. Now I've just lost 2 in about half an hour. Half an hour after that first one. Same rig, same rod, same bait. Off we went again. I left the camera alone this time. Hooked into it. Halfway in. Lost connection, so I'm a bit confused about what's happening. Right, dog. First rig I thought everything was alright, but first rig I knew the curve was a bit funny on it, on the chod, but the second one was perfect. I've put a third one on now, stiffer material, move the beads a bit closer together, see if I can get a bit more of a bolt on it. Gutted about that because it's so cold and bites are a bit of a premium. Right, cheers. Come on, rods. Third time lucky. Come on. Morning. Absolutely freezing last night. Beautiful morning though, look at that. Nothing in the night. But almost worth it for the beauty of it all. Look at that. Frost. Not as cold as the night before though. Let's show it there. I'm going to have some action today. I'm certainly not going to lose 2 like I did yesterday. Determined. Right, let me sort myself out. Well, just past the halfway stage of my 48-hour session. Had the 2 fish that I hooked yesterday but didn't get in. It had been about 18 hours since that happened, and I was starting to wonder where the next fish was going to come from. When you're struggling, you're always open for a little something different, and the wind's blowing into where I'm fishing here this morning. But the big thing that I was looking at, was the cloud that come over, very bright this morning. About half an hour after the cloud started to appear, same rod that went off yesterday went off, and we've got one in the net. So let's sort him out. There you go. I got one at last. There you go. Got one at last. There you go. Got one at last. Well, crazy 15 minutes there. Just had that fish. Cast the rod out again. Put it down. Picked up the middle rod. Wound it in. Just tying another pop-up on it, and the rod that just had the fish screamed off. Screamed off. Picked up to it, felt the fish, turned the handle, a little bit slack, and the fish had gone. I think it's that reason why I'm not a big fan of barbless. Got to keep that tension all the time, especially fishing this chod at a distance. If you let it go slack, so I've got quite a big lead on to get the distance. As soon as you let it go slack, the lead's pulling the hook out. I don't know. It seems really strange. I mean, since I've come back to carp fishing, I can't remember losing a fish hooked, and now I've lost 3 in under 24 hours on rigs that I've caught well on before, apart from the lead maybe. The size of it, don't know. Does anyone know? Do you know why I might be losing these fish? Email me. Anyway, 4 more guys have just turned up, so it's gone really cloudy now. I'm getting quite a few liners, I think. So I'm hoping for some more fish action. Stay tuned. Ives in Cornwall.
All right, yeah.
Right, well, told you I felt lucky today when the cloud come over, and sure enough, on that same rod that I've been telling you about all morning, off it scoots, and look at that. 19.5 pound. I was hoping it'd go 20, but it didn't, but hopefully that's saving it till a little bit later. 19.5 pound mirror on the chod rig, pop up tutti frutti, and I'm delighted with that. All the pain I went through last night, freezing to death nearly. So I'm going to slip this one back and hope for another one. Cheers. I've got to give them something to watch on YouTube. Well, I do feel justified for my efforts and pain. A, from the cold, and B, from the lost fish that I've had. So to get that 19.5 in, I'm well happy, and helps warm me up ahead of tonight where it's going to be freezing again. Funny though, isn't it? Look, I mean, out here, I've got 3 rods, say a coming off right angle from that overhanging bush, perhaps 10 yards beyond. One in line with the left hand side of that island, one in line with the middle part of the island, and one in line with the right hand side of the island, and all 5 fish have come on the same rod, fished off that bush and in line with that, the left hand edge of that island. That's the hot spot. So, is my luck in? Will Wolves beat Man United this afternoon? Now we're dreaming a bit. Right, rods are back out again. I'm open some more. Watch this space. The hot spot just went, again, just after I put the camera down, hot spot away, into the fish, played it for a minute or two, oh, gone. Now look. This is my rig. Lead core. 3 ounce lead to get the distance. Ring swivel, bead, 25 pound stiff link, size 8 quarter choddy, pop up. Is my rig having anything to do with why I'm losing it? Got a good curve. You know, I don't know why I'm losing these fish. Any ideas? Let me know. Right, I have had another, just to prove. Look at that for a hook hold. Sorry. So, is there anything wrong with my rigs? My frustrations of losing are quickly being replaced by joys of catching. Oh, come on, baby. Look at this for a beauty. Look at that. Perfect mouth. Great condition. My God, it's freezing to hold. Oh, love you, baby. On a roll. Been into 5 fish this afternoon. Well, this morning, this afternoon. It's not even 3 o'clock. Loads more time left. There's a scrap on here. Oh, I've missed it. 2 ducks fighting over that bird there, and he won, and he's probably going to get his end away. I was interested in the fight, but it's a bit rude to watch now, I suppose. Oh, young love. Alright then, it's absolutely freezing. I mean freezing, you don't even want to come out of the bivvy. That northeast, just horrific. And it's like the smallest fish in the lake decided to have a go. Oh. Come on, don't embarrass me. No, don't embarrass me. It's absolutely freezing. Northeasterly makes it just don't want to get out the bivvy. And the smallest fish in the lake has decided he fancied a bit of my tutti frutti. And there he is, 7.5 pound. Welcome nonetheless. Let's get him back. Yesterday, hook 2, lost 2. Today, hook 6, lost 4. I've had a 7.5. 11 and a 19 and a half. And it's about 5:30 now, really cold. So cold, you just hope that you don't get any more runs. Maybe the wind will drop down in a minute. It's pretty freezing. Some guys over there. Haven't seen them have anything. There's a group of guys come in here. About 4 guys there. To be fair, I thought they'd make a bit more noise than they did, so pretty chuffed. So, come on rods. Some more action, even though it's so cold. Cheers. Right, weirdest thing just happened. It's about 6:15. Another run on one of my rods. Connecting to a fish. Connected to the fish for a while. Felt it. Kicking. Then it goes, and all I'm left with is my hook through that lead, through the eye of that lead. Now what's all that about? How's that happened? Was it a fish that was trailing something? It's come across my hook or what? I haven't got an explanation. Have you? Morning, March the 7th, 7 o'clock. The frustration continues. I can't remember when I last spoke, but last night, early evening last night, I lost 2 more fish. I can't believe it. I can't figure out what's going wrong with my rigs. Obviously not getting good hook holds. And my conclusion was, I got like putting the needle through the beads on the chod rig, on the lead core, and I thought the bead was too tight, and not allowing the rig to slide down towards the lead. And therefore, you had a big 3-ounce lead to get the distance, playing and working and pulling the hook out, barbless rule. So I redid all my rigs, did them with sleeves and proper beads to slide over the sleeves, and even put the bottom one on really loose and tied it with winter PVA for the cast. So when the fish picked up and we were off, you know, the hook lymph slide down to the lead and you'd be into a normal playing position with the lead closer to you than the fish. Just a minute ago, right hand rod, first time the right hand rod's had a fish on, hooked into the fish, playing it, off it went. So I am buggered if I know what's going wrong. Good hooks, good hook length, good hook link material. I can feel a question to the magazines coming on. Anyway, I've only got about 5 hours left now before going. I do hope to get another one to the bank. Right, well, change of tactics paid off. Off with the chods on all 3 rods this morning, on with the lead clips, and sure enough, fish away, drop the lead. Never in any doubt that it's going to get this one in. I've got to run whilst I'm showing you this photograph. Jesus. No doubt you heard the sound of this one. I'm taking my bait. This is my 13th run. 13th run of the session. It's that cold today. The landing net's freezing up in the air from that last fish. It was frozen when I went to land this one. Anyway, again, no doubt that I was going to get this one in once it took my bait. Just a pop up off a strip bit of coated braid, popped up about 3 inches, off with the chod. On with the lead clip, dump the lead. There was never a chance of us not getting it in. Cheers. Alright then, well it's about 10:30 now, Sunday morning. It's still freezing. It's been a great time here at Stafford Moor again. And considering how cold it is, I think I've had something like hooked into 13 or 14 fish. For reasons still unexplained, I've only landed 6 fish, 7 fish. I had a 7-pounder, a 10, 2 11s, a 14 and a 19 and a half. You do the math. So anyway, look. Last hour and a half then for me. Then I'm going to be heading back to Cornwall. If I get another one, I'll show you. If not, thanks a lot for watching my little film. See you again soon. Cheers. Come on, rods.